Hello, my beautiful people. So, the message that I'm getting today is that your soul misses you. I feel like you've been doing too much, you've been disconnected from your soul, and your soul misses you, and your soul wants to connect with you. So, before I do these messages, I meditate, right? And I started to meditate, and I immediately felt called to grab some crystals, which doesn't really happen, it's not often. And I felt called to grab an amethyst and a rose quartz. And immediately I was getting the message that your soul misses you, and there's some sort of need for self-care, self-love, coming back home to yourself and connecting spiritually. Okay, this is about unconditional love, loving yourself, knowing that you are love. And this is about connecting to source. This is about spirituality, right? Amethyst. So I feel like those energies combined is just this energy of coming back home to your soul. Your soul is craving quiet time, reflection, maybe just time and stillness. Your crave wants to just to be with you. Your soul is craving time in nature to experience the beauty of nature, the stillness of nature, the quiet of nature, the sounds of nature, water, birds chirping, just like calm energy. Okay, that's what your soul is craving really bad right now. There's this message of rejuvenation, but it's also like spiritual rejuvenation. So I'm getting a message that it's time for you to get back to your spiritual practice and your spiritual routine. Maybe you've kind of fallen off the wagon with that, or you've taken a break, or life's just been really busy and chaotic lately and you don't have time and you forgot, or whatever's going on. Maybe you've been feeling like extra triggered lately, or extra reactive, or angry, or irritable, or feeling annoyed. Maybe like in lower vibrational energy, feeling more negative. This is a sign that you have disconnected from your soul, from the source of who you are, the truth of who you are, and that you are in separation. Okay, you're in a separation energy. And that's okay. It's time to remember again. It's time to remember and come back home, because I feel like your soul, there's messages that your soul's trying to tell you right now. I'm sensing that you need to ground yourself. You need to slow down. You need to just kind of tune into your deeper self and maybe do some more meditating, maybe do some more journaling, reflecting, just kind of being energy, right? I feel like you're doing too much. I'm also like seeing this image of like a chicken running around with its head cut off, except it's not a chicken, it's like a human that's like running around with no head, almost kind of like a zombie too is what I'm getting. So I feel like maybe you have been in zombie mode, just like operating on autopilot, sleepless, or what is the word, like asleep, like just going around like unaware of like what's going on, what you're doing. Maybe you haven't been super aware of your patterns lately, your thoughts. Okay, maybe you need to be speaking and saying something that you're not saying. Okay, maybe your soul is trying to speak to you and say something. So yeah, I'm just getting that you've just been running around too much. And I also feel like even if you're not like physically running around, like mentally, there's just a lot of noise that you're giving into, and you've just lost touch. You've just lost touch with who you are, and it's just time to reconnect. It's time to reconnect and come back to your spiritual practice and reconnect with your soul. So what's going to happen when you tune back into yourself and you reconnect with your soul? Your perspective is going to shift completely. Your energy is going to shift, and you're going to feel lighter. And I'm getting that you need to feel lighter for this new phase of your life, like the new chapter that you're embarking on and that you're moving into. You need to have energy for. You can't go into that new chapter burned out or disconnected from yourself, because this is going to require a very high frequency from you. Okay, this new chapter, this new phase, this new version of yourself is a very elevated version. And I feel like because you have been elevating, right, you are also becoming more sensitive to the 3D. You're becoming more sensitive to the matrix, right? This separation identity. And so it's affecting you more, but it's actually also bringing you down with it, right? So like you're more sensitive now, and then you're becoming more aware, but you're also letting it get to you, and you're letting it like suck you in. And so the message is like, don't let it suck you in. Stay in your high vibration. Do whatever soul work that you need to do, as in like connecting with your soul, connecting with your higher self, with your intuition, so that you don't get reattached to this identity that isn't you, okay? Because the phase of your life that you're about to experience is going to be magical and beautiful and full of light, and you're going to be shining, and you want to move into that energy with coming from the soul, and not so much from like this chaotic energy, right? Because that's when things start to get funny. And I'm sensing that once you get into this, back into your lightness, right, into this light energy, things are going to start to flow a lot more too, and things are going to be less and less annoying. So those things that are annoying you now are actually going to kind of fade away, disappear, right? You create your own reality. So I feel like the more that you are in touch with your soul, the more that life's going to start to flow in your favor, and you're going to start to have the things that you want a lot easier. The final message that I have for you is that it is time to cleanse your energy as well. So I feel like your energy is heavy, okay? And it is time to do like a final release of like an energy cleanse, okay? Also releasing people, releasing habits and patterns. And there's something so significant about your energy being lighter. I feel like you have a lot of anxiety right now. I feel like you have a lot of worries, a lot of concerns, a lot of just like this negative energy that it's kind of just on you, okay? And it's like weighing on you like a heavy blanket. And it's not necessarily your energy, okay? I think you're absorbing the energy of your surroundings, and you're absorbing the energy of the people around you, and just negativity. I don't think it's necessarily yours or created by your own thoughts. Although, like I said, when you get sucked into that, then it starts to become like your own stuff that you're making up, right? But I feel like for the most part, this isn't your energy. So, but you're forgetting that. Like, you're forgetting that this isn't who you are. And this is why your soul's calling you back home. Like, hey, remember who we are. And I feel like when you do that, when you truly go into this deep relaxation, okay, you're going to feel, it's going to go away. It's like kind of the energy of when you're going to sleep, and right before you fall asleep, you have all this heavy energy, your worries, and all of those things that you think about before you fall asleep. And it's heavy. And then when you hit that state of like, you kind of fall asleep, you're like halfway asleep, you know, it's like suddenly everything gets released, and you just feel so cozy and calm, and like safe and free and light, and like kind of relaxed, right? And then you fall asleep. That's exactly the energy that I'm feeling for you, that you're meant to feel. Like that's your energy. And your soul is like, hello, hey, come back home, come back to that energy, because that is the truth of who you are. Do whatever you need to do to come back to that energy, to stay in that energy. Don't forget, and don't get sucked in to this world, because I feel like you're meant to bring change to this world, right? So in order to bring change, positive change to the lives of other people, you have to maintain your energy. You can't succumb. You have to be stronger than that. So this is not the norm for you, okay? This heavy energy that you feel, the anxiety that you feel, this is not your norm. I feel like you've accepted this lately as your new norm, because it's been something that you've been feeling. But this is like your wake-up call to remember who it is that you truly are. Your soul misses you. Your soul wants to connect with you. It wants to feel the lightness, okay? And whatever it is that you need to do, you need to go do, because you are going to be doing big things soon, and you need to be prepared, and you need to be ready for this new energy that you are going to be integrating. And not just like energy, like you're not just going to be in the energy, but it's going to show up in your physical reality, okay? There's going to be things that you're going to be doing, and you need to be your best self, okay? You need to be your best self, and you need to not be burned out. So that's the message that I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to work with me, you can check out the link below in the description box. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.